May I take this opportunity to remind the House of the ground rules that will assist in facilitating our sitting. Delegates and guests are reminded that this is a formal sitting of the legislature.
The honorable members of today, the creatives, I think Khan's better than Zanda, the creatives.
Digital transformation in the creative economy, where we'll be in plenary and debate the matters of the different thematic areas. For each area, we will have introductory remarks on that particular thematic area by identified guest speakers, followed by debates from the various districts and metros. Buffalo City Metro. Do I have Amatola District Municipality on the chair here on standby, please? And DCM, over to you, sir.
Greetings to the House and all protocol observed. As Buffalo City, we took the opportunity to come into legislature and think like government, because to think like a creative is going to give us a lot of opinions. On the topic of youth transformation, we speak about skills development as a buzzword, but the reality is that we develop the skills. Case in point, people were trained in the Quebec saga. The filmmakers are still sitting at home. They have no work. They have the skills. For innovation and digital transformation, the government should look at providing platforms and resources that will allow the youth to move forward. What am I talking about? We have to think at grassroots. High schools are government-owned entities that can become hubs of digital training and skills transformation and to move things in a positive agenda ahead. The second thing is to have data centers. We know a major company wants to bring a data center here. With these data centers, we are able to then use, without spending much on network connectivity, we lessen the price of data and we increase the capacity for us to store and preserve most of the things that we have. The third thing, within cultural spaces, our indigenous knowledge is under attack with foreign sentiments of what things are exciting. How can we then encourage youth to participate in spaces and places that allow us to keep our creative and cultural heritage within the province at large? Platform-based development is what government should be investing on. 140 million was taken out, and we have no film studio to even show for it. Whereas if we think of a distributed system, using the DDM model that was presented to us, that every district can have centers where the youth can actually go to and practice certain things. We can curb some of the problems that we see in the abuse of substances.
You have 1 minute, sir.
Thank you. Because some of those things are really the things that we need to push forward. We have an issue with policy and legislation. I like what the lady from NABF said. She said we are a legislated entity and there's an act that established it. We ask this House to consider putting legislations that allow platforms to be developed in all the spaces, even the ones that are derelict. The SABC are closing terrestrial transmission all over the country at the end of March. Why can't we absorb all that equipment and start our own television stations and promote new? We have to think outside the box, and we have to realize we can't compete with major centers, but we can build our own story. Thank you.